Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. Right now the Pelicans are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. And going against Chicago, their first game of the NBA's regular season. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, the disparity in talent has been clear-cut, but it's another season and another opportunity to turn the tables.
Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Donovan. Well, that's the thing about McCollum. He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Willie Green gave me a few minutes to talk with him. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Pass to Terry. Buzelis with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
On the wing, Murray. Back to McCollum. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Back to Murray. Goes back up. Williams with the block. Pass the ball. Out to the wing. Spins. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Tough take by Buzelis, proving he can absorb some contact and finish on that drive.
Here's Messi. Collins with some nice D. Down low. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And look at the rookie out there facilitating for his team. Buzelis not missing the chance to make his teammates better.
And the rejection by Collins. Here he goes. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Outside for Murray. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
McCollum outside. Now Alvarado. And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Here's Giddey. And that one hits back iron.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. Bulls shooting their first free throw this game.
Well, with his rebounding and scoring, Vucevic is a nightly double-double threat.
Alvarado with it. And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Chicago leading by 6. "51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Giddey. Here's Dosunmu. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
14 feet away. Brown, no good. Here's Vucevic. And the layup is good. Vucevic has got 5 now.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Olynyk. Scoreless thus far. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Substitution number 25.
Here's Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nikola Vucevic.
That one on Vucevic. Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
At the line for your Pelicans.
And he sinks the second. Here's Giddey. Out to Smith. Here's Dosunmu. And so it's Chicago with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing
The Bulls, 19.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
And he makes that one. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
And finished off Williamson.
Defying the laws of physics, Zion Williamson.
Here's Giddey. Kicks it out to Terry. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Misses the three. Pelicans trailed by 8. As to Williamson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Williamson's got his second basket.
Throwing his weight around in there, Zion Williamson.
Now here's Giddey. Out to Smith. Fires the three. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. On the wing, Murray. Clock at 6. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. To the inside. And the dunk by Williamson.
Zion giving the people what they want and making it look easy.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Buzelis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And now that's 11 points for Buzelis. And defensively stand, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
The Bulls leading by 4. And it's Ball in the corner. Shoots the three. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. And here is Murray. And yes, it's good. Murray's got 6 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. Stan, you know this. Every team wants those 3-and-D wing types. This Pelicans team is loaded with them.
Yeah, Kevin, they love those type of guys. Long, athletic guys who can defend, and they either come in being able to shoot the three or they develop them into three-point shooters, and it shows in the numbers. Last year they were 4th in three-point percentage, 7th in defensive rating. Those are key metrics.
Chicago leading. Pass to Buzelis. Crafty move. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 14-6 run. McGee a screen. Here's Williamson. Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
He went between the legs.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Murray. Excellent D there from Ball.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Now, Buzelis, 13 points in the game. Unable to get that one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
It's stolen by Buzelis. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Whether he's off ball or on it, you just love what Buzelis brings to the floor.
And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Pelicans with possession here, trailing by 5. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Here's McCollum. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Your classic combo guard, C.J. McCollum, can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Ball with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Ball's got 5 now. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
3 from the inbound. And so it's the Chicago Bulls heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They've led by as many as 11 points.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
The Bulls leading by 7. Pass to Buzelis. And it's blocked. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack. Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Here's Buzelis. And the layup's good off the glass. 17 points in the game. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And the basket by McCollum.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Buzelis. 17 points in the game. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Pelicans trailed by 4. You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
Well, you're not being fair to yourself.
Billy was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer. Back-to-back national titles in college. And then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said. Here's Buzelis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
And you get the sense that guys are still trying to figure out how to guard Buzelis.
That free throw, no good. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
So they take the lead. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
And Buzelis continues to work on improving his 3-ball. When he's hitting from there, everything else becomes easier.
Floats it up for Williamson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, what a great target Zion makes for on the lob. Nobody's going to get to the ball except him.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Murray, good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Going inside. On the wing, Dosunmu. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Dosunmu's got it all tied up now for Chicago. Williamson left side. Here's Murray. And stolen by Giddey. Cloak loose. And stolen by Murray. Here's Williamson. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Buzelis with the ball. He's got 21. The shot will not fall. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Pass to Murray. Lets it go from deep. Vucevic with the rebound. Chicago leading by 3. So here's Giddey. And Vucevic throws it down.
Hard to stop a powerful guy like Vucevic cold. He gets through the foul and gets it to go.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the looking like from 3 and capitalized.
Smith on the wing. There's the triple. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's McCollum. Lays it up off the glass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
1 second left. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Giddey's got his second bucket of the game to go. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well.
50. The Bulls, 55.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Murray. Rebound by Smith. And here is Giddey. Drives to the hoop. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Giddey's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bulls. Murray for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Now Murray. Williamson the screen. And Murray. Here we go.
Well, this is what Coach wants to see. Murray's going after shots without any hesitation.
To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Inside. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 10. To the middle. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. The short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Nisi. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, that's a great setup there. Murray keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Here's Dosunmu. Here's Buzelis. A three-pointer is right on target. Buzelis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls. Here's Williamson. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Well, that contact does nothing to Zion. He's just way too strong.
Here's Buzelis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story.
There's some power behind Murphy's drive. He can be aggressive when he wants to be.
New Orleans making a switch here. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls leading by 6. Over in the corner, Williams fires from deep. No good that time.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Pass to Murray. New Orleans moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. No good on the 3.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Pass to Buzelis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. That's 29 points for Buzelis.
Oh, smart pass there, setting up Buzelis in a position to cash in.
And good that time.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Stolen by Jones. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Pelicans trail by 7. Murray outside. 11 feet away. And too long on the shot.
Well, I can guarantee his coach isn't happy with his production this quarter. He's hurting their offense right now with all the shots he's missing.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. And Ball with the block.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots. Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And he's capable of turning it up on offense. When McCollum catches fire, this is a guy that can get uber.
And there's the call on Jones.
Timeout.
That's his first foul. And timeout called by Willie Green. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. There's 57 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Buzelis with the ball to the inside. And stolen by Williamson. Oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Now, here's Ball. Pass to Buzelis.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over. Oh, an important score by Zion. They trusted him, and he delivered.
Gets the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Here's McCollum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I love how active McCollum is. Superb at drawing contact on the way up.
And the second of 2 is good. That trims the lead to 6. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Shooting for Chicago.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. For 3, Murray. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Stolen by Jones. And so it's Chicago winning this one.
You know they never posted this one, so they don't know it's my web.
Baby, I can't believe you're mine. Loosen up, better read the signs. I know that I'm around this time. No, you need to dance. Move around to the strings I play. Baby girl, you should fine. If you're down, we can need some time. Need to dance. Day to day. Oh, tell me what there's left for me to say today. Day to day. Baby, could you release your mind? Calling me right outside the lines. I know that I'll be in times, so I'll be right there. Baby, could you release your eyes? Show some love to the moon and back. I'm a genie, your wish is mine. Flow, girl, be right there. Day to day. Oh, tell me what there's left for me to say today. Day to
I'm a baller. Get my car, you look up, you see stars. I'm a baller. People start running when they see us from afar. I'm a baller. Jumped off the bench and I turned into a star. I'm a baller.
And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Williamson with it. Hartenstein covering. Williamson outside. Three-pointer. Hartenstein pulls. It in. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Here's McCollum. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant.
Oh, wow! Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Here's Murray. The layup misses. And we're about a minute into the first. Morant with it. McCollum covering. Back to Morant. Oh, it's a big-time jam. He slams it right over Williamson.
And that's Morant for you, not settling. When he sees the opening, he goes for it. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce. So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
From behind the arc. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
That's an area DeJounte Murray continues to work on. When he's hitting threes, man, he's dangerous.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And so Murray will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans.
First personal foul. First team foul.
At around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's McCollum. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Jackson right side. Williams grabs the board. Well, Brent the Pels bowing out to the Thunder in the first round last season. Not a bad showing, though.
Yeah, no shame in that. You lose to the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They have a great collection of young players and just need to spend more time together to try to take that next step. One change could take them from a playing game to home court advantage this season.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion, again to the rack.
And Morant gets double-teamed. On the wing, Daniels. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Pelicans trail by 3. Murray deciding where to go with it. Soft touch off the glass. Murray's got 7 points.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Morant. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. He said when Zion is healthy and right, you can't really stop him, but you can try to contain him, stop his dribble drive, force him to hit shots over the top of you. Sounds like they're going to try to make him a jump shooter tonight.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game. And then Morant with the dunk!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Here's McCollum. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Pass to Daniels. Fires for 3. Hauled in by McGee. Pelicans trail by 4. The 3. And Alvarado gets it to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And the Grizzlies call time here. Here's Morant. He's got 11. Kennard outside. Misses the 3. McCollum on the left side. Misses the layup.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And here's Morant outside. Can't sink it. 4th miss out of 9 attempts. The Pelicans trail. Pass to McCollum. Five on the clock. Alvarado outside. Here's McGee. And another shot. And he lays it up and in.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And stolen by Jones. Pass to McGee. Outside Olynyk. Out to McCollum. What if it goes? And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's New Orleans up 16. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
A chance to get a quick injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for New Orleans provided some info for us. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. This being November, they have some time to work through their options. We'll see which way they go.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
Here's Huff. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Back to Dick. Inside. Here's Kennard. Right side, Covington. Pass to Hayes. Now here's Kennard. Off target from outside. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. Brent, Herb Jones looks like he might be the next elite perimeter defender.
He's been amazing in the early part of his career. He closes out his space so well on people, in control and balanced, able to catch guys' first move. He is asked to guard the primary offensive wing on a nightly basis, and Herb Jones is up to the challenge.
Murray for three. And the Pelicans miss again. Memphis leading. There's the triple. Hits the three-pointer. Daniels has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Williamson misses.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Dick with a miss.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all three levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
He hits the second from the line. Brent, what's something you've seen from Murray's time in San Antonio to now?
Well, there's been no stoppage, B.A., of the type of work that DeJounte Murray puts in. Now, he's had to learn a new system, but he's adapted to that, and he continues to play both ends of the floor to make an impact.
Here's the three. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Substitution on the court.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Kennard outside. Pass to Hartenstein. And it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Moran. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Now here's McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Alvarado. Back to McCollum. Off target at the rim. Memphis leading by 3. Morant looking around. Jackson left side. Kennard outside. And again it's Memphis missing.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
McCollum outside. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie.
I hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Fires in the triple.
And we've begun to see their three-point shooting slip a little this quarter.
McCollum outside. 52 seconds left in the first half. Pass to McGee. Hartenstein pulls it in. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Alvarado with a steal. Now the Pelicans in transition. Here's McCollum. Here's McGee. Second chance effort. And he sinks the layup.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Kennard outside. Back to Morant. Pass to Hartenstein. Stolen by Jones. Looking to get back on track. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's Morant. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Daniels. Over Williamson. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got 9 points.
And it seems like Daniels is comfortable all over the floor.
Out to the right wing. Williamson for 3. He's off on that one. And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand. Outside Murray. Takes it inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
What a finish by DeJounte Murray. Wow.
On the wing, Daniels. The 3 from Bane. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Big slam by Murphy. His teammates encourage him to be aggressive, to make plays like that.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Jackson gets the bucket.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Grizzlies with the rebound.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
From deep, Morant. Misi grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 7. Here comes Zion. Pass to McCollum. Off with the layup. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court. He's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. McCollum right side. And stolen by Morant. Ja slithers his way. Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive. Yeah, an electric player. Morant just bouncing off the contact and finishing on the drive.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Greg.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Back to Morant. Pass to Daniels. Beyond the arc. Here's Morant. Let's go with a three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And New Orleans making a change here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
For three, McCollum sinks the tray. McCollum's got his third bucket of the night.
CJ just so smooth and is a marksman from three.
Outside Morant. It's deflected. Williamson outside. McCollum on the wing. .143 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Here he goes. And the deficit down inside single digits. McCollum's got 9.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
Morant with the slam!
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Launches a three. Sends it home from three-point land. And it's now only a 5-point Grizzly lead.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And out of bounds, the Pelicans will take it. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's McCollum. Sweet little floater. McCollum's got 9 points in the quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And rejected. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Alvarado. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Kennard for three. They get it again. Kicks it out to Bane. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Grizzlies up 1. All right, we're going to step aside. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Pelicans trail. Here's Murray. The rebound by Jackson. And so it's Memphis with it. Out of bounds. It'll be Pelicans ball. And here's New Orleans now. Murray with it. To take the lead. The teardrop. And he lays it in. Murray's got 19 points.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And he's going for the lob! And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It'll be on Zion Williamson. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
And the shot goes. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
CJ has always had that uncanny ability to just land on his feet, kind of like a cat. He absorbs that contact and completes the play.
Jackson surveying the D. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
At the line for Memphis.
And he drops it first. And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Greg.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
On the wing, Murray. McCollum outside. Lays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got 13 in the second half.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And the dunk by Jackson.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Murray. Outside Jones. The dive for the ball. They swipe it. Jackson, right side. And the dunk by Jackson.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Knocked loose. Here's Daniels. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Ooh, McGee with the block. And they're on the break. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies. Timeout, Grizzlies. Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, B.A., he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Jackson. Parries it down low. Pelicans trail by 4. Williamson outside. Back to McCollum. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's McCollum. Count it. Good. McCollum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Outside Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, my! Jaw dropping the hammer.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
It's good.
Man, he was a go-to guy in crunch time in college, and McCollum now has developed that reputation here in the league.
It's clear Jackson Jr. embraces the spotlight. He's a solid scorer who makes important shots for this team.
The Pelicans making a switch here. And that one falls for Jackson.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Outside Morant. On the wing, Bane. Jackson outside. Pass to Daniels. Now Morant. Back to Daniels. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Jackson gets the bucket.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Williamson. Oh, look at Zion. So solid inside.
Zion wanted it, and he nailed it.
And here's Morant.
And then Morant with the jam. Leave it to Morant to shock the defense like this. I mean, just putting it on a string.
There's McCollum with the 3. And Morant clears the board. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Basket's good.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Grizzlies.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The free throw drops from Murray.
At the line for the Pelicans, DeJounte Murray.
And Murray drops them both. So it's the Grizzlies now. 10-point lead. The Pelicans pull it in. So it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in the...
I'm a champ, no game 7. In my section, I'm throwing hundreds, look at how they bought it. I know she love it, love the way I'm ballin'. Michael Jordan, party jumping, 3 in the morning. Mamba in the garden. I know she love it. Girl, you see me ballin'. I know she love it. Girl, you see me ballin'. Michael Jordan, party jumping. Rick Owens on the feet, I guess I'm Euro stepping, huh? Cooking, yeah, I'm chefing, I don't miss like stepping, nah. In my section live, I say come here and she comply. Then proceed to throw it back on me, that throw me on my. She think I'm a layup, then she must not know about me. She think I'm the one, she must think that I'm Kyrie. Learn to shoot the tray, young, been had a J like Tate, come. Falling that, stand tall in that, she think I'm 8'1". I'm a hooper to be honest, truly a baller, baby. I'm like Luka, I'm like Giannis, so you could Hall of Fame me. I'm so far from JV, I'm Kobe.
movie, I'm Mamba, baby. 24/8, do what it take. Keep a full tank, all gas, no brakes. I'm throwing hundreds, look at how they